Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead related topic type video. This one we're going to be doing some predictions coming off of the Walking Dead issue 146, which was released yesterday, Wednesday, September 9th, 2015. This one we're going to be doing some predictions, what we think is going to happen next after the issue, leading into issue 147, which is called Out in the Open. And Out in the Open will be released October 14th, 2015. And just a heads up for anybody, if you haven't read issue 146 yet, at Breaking Point Reached, you'll want to go ahead and read it before you watch my review, which contains spoilers, and also this video. If you want to see my review for it, I'll put the link in the description as well as an annotation right here, for it, so you can go ahead and, check that out, watch the review, and then this one we're going to be talking about what we think is going to happen next. So, issue 146, great issue, really enjoyed it a lot. As you guys saw in the review, gave it a perfect 10 out of 10 because I just think it does what The Walking Dead does best, and it just continues to take us into new and different territory with the series. And it's really good because it never gets stale because you're always going in different directions. You're always going different steps. We've never dealt with a situation like this before, even though we've had all-out war, we've had different cases like this. We've never had what seems to be possibly even a mutiny, and Rick possibly losing control of the communities, which we've in the TV series kind of seen that at the prison when he lost Lori, and they decided they were going to do a council and they were going to kind of take control, and Rick was kind of not in the right state of mind to be leading in the TV series version, comic series version as well too. They kind of had a little bit of that, but this one looks like it could be dangerous, like it could be a mutiny by force, and possibly even have Eugene talking about capturing Lydia. We have her daughter, we have Alpha's daughter, using her to their advantage in some kind of situation, possibly too far gone style with what the governor did with Michonne and Herschel, even though Michonne did get away. So, of course, we have the cover where you have Alpha, and she seems to be crying, which we talked about the other day, which looks like could Eugene possibly succeed in his goal to capture Lydia or something. Oh, man, that could be bad for Carl, of course, because he cares about her. She's like his girlfriend at this time. Wow, craziness, absolutely craziness. Could that be kind of the thing that kind of ostracizes him from the group? As we can see Out in the Open, Andrea seems to be bringing Lydia and Carl out somewhere, away. So possibly with Rick kind of seeing what Eugene wants to do, and with knowing how dangerous people are in the zombie apocalypse Walking Dead world, where there really aren't any, consequences to what you do external to a group. If you're internal to a group, they may have their own consequences. Negan may burn your face, or Rick may lock you up, or Maggie may execute you. But if you're kind of outside of a group on your own, there's really no, unless you get killed or something in a fight or something, there's really no consequences to what you do. So, Rick, knowing how dangerous people are, seems like might be sending Lydia and Carl away with possibly Andrea, maybe for a while they decide what they're going to do, what their next move is going to be. As I mentioned in the review, at this point, I don't think Rick wants war with the Whisperers. I think that he's tired from fighting all the years. I think that he's tired from fighting Negan, from fighting the governor. He knows how much energy it is to, try to beat somebody, even if it's somebody you might underestimate. When it comes to the death, people obviously will fight tooth and nail for their survival. So no matter, who it is or what, I think he respects his opponent, and he sees it, which is smart. It's always good to respect your opponent. Never want to underestimate your opponent. You could get caught. So he wants to really be careful with this one and how he handles this, because if they just flat out attack, right away, the Whisperers go into their horde, release it, and all of a sudden you don't know who's a zombie, you don't know who is a survivor, and you don't know who you're trying to kill. You're basically trying to kill them all. And if they've got a couple thousand of them, I mean, how many bullets do you have and how fast can you reload? It's going to be something. So I think that Rick at this point realizes that even though there has been a good number of characters that have been killed, he personally doesn't want to risk losing everything that they've worked so hard to build over the years in creating what is kind of a post-apocalyptic paradise, almost, not entirely, no, but pretty close to the real world, where deaths have been minimized, zombie herds have been steered. They have strategies now to steer them away from their communities, and they have enough food, they have enough ammunition, they have enough weapons. Everybody's kind of learning a trade. People are kind of living more normal lives to what we're used to in the real world, and he doesn't want to risk losing all of that to go to war for another group against another group when there really is no objective aside from just revenge for his people. At the same time, he's torn because his people want that. His people, they're firsthand. This is what's happening to them. If Carl had lost Andrea, or if Rick had lost Carl or Andrea, he may want to go to war right away as well too, just out of revenge, because these are people that he loves. So it's what's in it for me type deal. You have Rick on his side, you have everybody else on theirs, and then what they want, and what is Rick going to do? I also liked in the issue when they talked about, Maggie would do this. So, and it seems like at this point maybe she would. So it's interesting. It's really interesting stuff. I can't wait to see where it goes in terms of a prediction. I think there's going to be war, obviously. I don't think, even if Rick doesn't want it, I don't think he can stop his people from doing something. If he decides to totally stand down, they're not going to fight against them, you could see individual survivors go out on their own, in their own accord, and do the best they can to try to take out as many Whisperers as they can because of what happened, possibly be killed, stir some shit up, and have the Whisperers come back the other way. So it's kind of inevitable at this point. There's too many people that were killed. There's too much injustice that's been done, and I think that it's probably going to be, that's the will of the people. The people want war, so that's probably what it's going to be. Saying peace is an unstable equilibrium. Well, maybe in real life too, if you look around the planet, right? So even though a lot of us live in some pretty great countries, depending on where you're watching this from. If not, it's unfortunate, but war is part of life. Not a great part, but it is. So anyway, my predictions are, I think they are going to go to war. I don't think Rick can really stop at this point. If he can keep Carl and Lydia kind of outside of it, then that would be in his best interest. But what he may find is that the people in his group may go after her, and there may be some kind of inner mutiny, inner turmoil with some inner deaths. And really excited. That's one thing about The Walking Dead. You finish reading one issue, and it's like you just want to read the next, but you got to wait. October, one of my favorite months of the year, really, because you get the premiere of the new TV series, and of course, with that on, that's the 11th, I believe, and off memory, and the 14th will be the next issue. So I can't wait for both. Love October. September, not one of my favorite months of the year, but October, definitely look forward to it quite a bit. This year's been better though with Fears, so it's been fun. So if you guys like this video, rate your comments below, thumb it up below. Let me know what you think about what's going to happen next. Who do you think is going to be killed? Do you think that Rick is going to be able to keep everybody back and there won't be war? I don't think it's possible at this time. I think it's going to happen whether he likes it or not. And if he's not on board with it, they may overthrow him and they may kill him or lock him up. He might be right beside Negan, which would be interesting to see how that would go. Definitely. What do you guys think about that? So thumb it up below if you like the video. Write your predictions below. Share and favorite if you don't mind. And if you want to subscribe, you can go ahead and subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this predictions video, guys. I'll see you again real soon. Always read one issue of The Walking Dead. Can't wait for the next. Oh, man. So awesome. At least we have something to look forward to every month for a while anyway, until eventually Kirkman gets burnt out, which hopefully won't be for a long time. Hopefully he'll be writing Walking Dead until he's an old man. I would appreciate it if he did. That's it for this one. See you guys for the next one. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace.